The playoffs are the pinnacle of each King of Catan season. They bring the most intense and exciting games forth. And on top of that, you can win a money prize pool by winning the King of Catan playoffs. I'm Tricosaurus, and in this video I'll tell you how the King of Catan playoffs work and how you can qualify. Let's get started. There are two types of rankings in King of Catan. An all-time ranking called the Copper ranking and playoff rankings. For this video we're going to focus on the playoff rankings. At the start of every season, each player starts with 50 playoff points on the playoff rankings. At the end of the season, the 16 players with the most playoff points move on to the playoffs. You're probably wondering, how do I get those playoff points? Well, it's simple, and here's how. Each playoff is made for a specific game mode. For example, the first island 4-player base game, also known as Settlers of Catan. If you win a game of Settlers of Catan with a total of 4 King of Catan players, you gain 4.5 playoff points for the first island 4-player base game playoff ranking. The 3 players who didn't win lose 1 playoff point. You can find the rankings in the Discord channel called Tournament Rankings. The first tab is the Copper ranking, and then after that the current playoff rankings. You can also find the playoff rankings from previous seasons in here. Let's go back to Discord. In the same Tournament Rankings channel you can find the potential tiebreakers. If 2 players have the same score, I look at the tiebreakers to determine who would rank above who. There's a minimum number of games you need to play during a season to make it to the playoffs. The minimum is pretty low, to be honest with you. All playoffs basically work the same. The 16 players with the most playoff points move on to that season's playoffs. These players receive an invitation to their semi-final. They schedule the game for a moment everyone can play, and they play the game. The winner posts a screenshot in the screenshot chat and fills out the result submission form. There's one difference in the form compared to a normal submission. You have to fill out King of Catan playoffs instead of the game mode you played. The winners of the semifinals move on to the grand final, and the process starts over. I've made this video during season 10 and we had 2 playoffs back then. One for first island 4-player base games and one for first island 4-player cities and nights games. I expect to add more playoff rankings to King of Catan over time, and I think I'll follow the same setup. When there are irregularities, I make an announcement in the tournament announcement channel. This is how the King of Catan playoffs work. If you want to join King of Catan and start to play against great players, I recommend you watch the video on the top. But if you want to improve your knowledge about Settlers of Catan, I recommend the video on the bottom. Anyways, have a good day.